Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, we bring you boys varsity soccer as the Lawrence Cardinals take on the Robbinsville Ravens here at home. Looks like the Cardinals will be starting with possession of the ball. For those of you who haven't seen these games before, the Cardinals are wearing red for the home games. And that'll be the Ravens in white. Cardinals drop the ball back. And now it's kicked down the field. Headed by Robbinsville. Robbinsville settles the ball. They'll play it across. And now playing it forward up the sideline. Lawrence takes it away. Lawrence will send it up the field. Bounces out of bounds. That will be a Robbinsville throw-in. Now Robbinsville with the throw. Big kick by Robbinsville to send it down towards the end of the field. And that will go out of bounds. Be a corner kick for Robbinsville. Nicholas Savoca heading over to the corner to set up for the kick. There's Savoca with the kick. He sends it in towards the goal. And a save by Robbinsville. It's cleared by Lawrence. Actually went straight up and back down again. Still in the danger zone, but Robbinsville comes up with it, and he'll throw it over towards the right side of the field. Now Lawrence working the far sideline. As Jermaine Meisel with the run there. It's kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville. It'll be a Lawrence throw in. Here's the throw for Lawrence. Once again out of bounds by Robbinsville. Lawrence with another throw in. There's the throw. Headed out of bounds. Lawrence again with a throw in. And this time Robbinsville couldn't get it out of bounds. Lawrence has the ball. Kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville. That'll be a throw in for Lawrence. Matt Sargent with the throw. Sends it into Meisel. It's kicked out by Robbinsville. Can't quite clear it. Now Robbinsville plays it towards the middle of the field. They'll send it up the middle and towards the Lawrence goal. Lawrence will play it back and back out again. Now Lawrence will settle the ball. Play it forward on the sideline. Taken away by Robbinsville. Lawrence gets the ball. Cross over to the far side. Now Robbinsville trying to stop Lawrence. Lawrence still in possession. Cross towards the goal. And that one's punched back out by Brett Freed, the goalie for Robbinsville. Lawrence with a shot. It's deflected. Heading for the sidelines. Lawrence will play it forward. Now ball in the far corner. Robbinsville plays it to the side. And that will go out of bounds. It'll be a Robbinsville throw-in. Here's the throw by Robbinsville. That one gets past a lot of people. Lawrence finally sends it the other direction. And forward. Meisel with a shot on goal. No good. Good effort there by the Lawrence Cardinals to try and put one on the board early in the game. That will be a goal kick for Robbinsville. Goalie Brett Freed will be taking the kick. Here's a kick by Freed. Lofted by Robbinsville. Robbinsville got a foot on it. Lawrence will kick that one out of bounds. Now throw in for Robbinsville. There's the throw. Taken away by Lawrence. Recovered. Not quite recovered. Mad scramble for possession with the ball. Now Lawrence seems to have it, and they will clear the ball out towards midfield. Robbinsville sends it the other direction, but Lawrence gets ahead on it. That was going to go right to Robbinsville. Taken away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence working up the middle. Pass doesn't go where it was intended, and Robbinsville comes up with it. Lawrence trying to get it back. A couple good efforts there. Now Robbinsville will play it over toward this side. They'll drop it back. They're sent towards the center of the field. Robbinsville will drop it back. Lawrence comes up with it. Pass up the middle is blocked by Robbinsville. Robbinsville working it out towards the sideline. No challenge, so they'll just pass it on up the line. Now Robbinsville kick it towards the goal. And Robbinsville comes out to get a hold of it. He'll roll it out this way towards Adamski. Adamski working the sideline. He'll send it up the line to Segkowski. Now over to Damian Zumagrej. And Robbinsville sends the ball towards the middle of the field. Lawrence gets the stop. Robbinsville gets right back in there. Lawrence returns it. Pass comes across the field, cleared by Lawrence. That's going to head all the way down to Brett Freed. Now Freed with possession of the ball. He'll do a drop kick. And that one's headed out towards the sideline. Out of bounds on Robbinsville. That will be a Lawrence throw-in. Adamski with the throw. He'll send it down the sideline. Tapped out of bounds by Robbinsville. Will be yet another Lawrence throw-in. Adamski again with the throw. Lawrence in possession. Heel kick all the way down to the corner. Meisel's there to get it. And that was kicked across the end line by Robbinsville. That will bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Samuel Bowes heading over there to take the kick.
Come on, somebody get your head on it.
Bowes a left-footed kicker. He's going to send it in toward the goal.
Come on, get on that one.
The header goes just a little wide to the left. Good effort there by the Cardinals. That will bring up a goal kick for Robbinsville. Freed setting up to take the kick. Here's a kick by Freed. Sent right back in by Lawrence. Now Freed will pick it up and he'll have a chance to drop kick it. Headed by Robbinsville. Lawrence gets a foot on it. Now Lawrence settles the ball. Lawrence sends it over to the far side of the field. Pass up the line, a little too far out in front. And Robbinsville is going to come away with it. Now Robbinsville going on the attack. They'll head down the sideline. Couldn't hang on to it. Robbinsville recovers. And a big cross. That one's going to get through a lot of people. Finally stopped by the sideline. Lawrence will head the ball out. Robbinsville heads it right back in. Now Lawrence attempts to clear it. That one's going to go a little further, and Lawrence has possession. Now, pass is intercepted by Robbinsville. Robbinsville kick is broken up by Lawrence, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Robbinsville throw-in. as Luke Armando will be doing the throw in for Robbinsville as we pause for a moment for substitutions. Armando with the throw in. And Lawrence sends the ball forward. It's returned by Robbinsville, and Lawrence gets it again. Loose ball is settled by Robbinsville. They'll send it over to the far sideline. And that one will head out of bounds. Going to be a Robbinsville ball. And Robbinsville will be setting up for a free kick. That's Matthias McLaughlin over there getting ready to do the kick. There's McLaughlin with the kick. Sends it well in towards the goal and right into the waiting arms of Chase Raudeville, who has no trouble handling that one. He'll roll it over toward the near sideline. Now Lawrence advancing the ball up the sideline. And that one rolls out of bounds. Robbinsville throw in. Out of bounds again. It'll be another Robbinsville throw in. Here's the throw. Headed up in the air. Now headed over towards the Lawrence player. Play it forward. Now Meisel dribbling up the middle. Shot is deflected. Trickles in and Freed picks it up. Freed with the drop kick. He'll send it out towards midfield. It's settled by Robbinsville, played forward but picked off by Lawrence. Lawrence sends it forward. And that will be a call against Robbinsville. Lawrence will get a free kick on that one, and it looks like David Mashkat will take the kick. Here's the kick by Mashkat. Knocked clear back out by Robbinsville, sent back in by Lawrence. Lawrence will now play it back. Sent over toward the far side. Finally gets the pass off, but kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville. It'll be a Lawrence throw-in. There's the throw. That was knocked out by Robbinsville. Lawrence with another throw-in. That's Matt Sargent with the throw. Headed back out towards the sideline, and now Robbinsville trying to get it out of there, but stopped by Lawrence. Pass is picked off by Robbinsville. Ball's taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence plays the ball over towards this side of the field. Some fancy footwork there, and now Lawrence in the near corner. There's a cross. And that one is caught by Freed. Freed with the drop kick. Sent right back the other direction by Lawrence. Back and forth it goes, and now Robbinsville with the ball. They'll send it over towards the middle of the field. Temporarily tripped up by Lawrence, but they recover. Now the ball headed for the sidelines. That will be a Lawrence throw-in. Adamski with the throw. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be a Robbinsville throw-in. Lawrence settles the ball, and there's a clear. Lawrence in possession, under pressure. There's a cross. Robbinsville gets in there to break up the play. Now Robbinsville sends the ball out. Pass forward. Now back over to the side. Way out toward the sideline. And Robbinsville will drop it back. Now there's a shot in towards the goal. Pass in towards the middle. Lawrence there to break up the play. And everybody falls down. That will be out of bounds over the end line and a goal kick for Lawrence.
Josh, you gotta shoot that, man.
Robbinsville setting up for the goal kick.
What's up, everybody? How are you? You got the best seat in the house.
Here's the kick. Popped up in the air by Robbinsville. That will go out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in.
Give him a couple options.
Lawrence with the throw-in. Played towards the middle. Now over towards the corner. Kept in bounds, but the cross is picked off by Robbinsville. Lawrence recovers the ball. They'll send it over toward the far side of the field. Up the line, and that was going to go across the line for a Robbinsville throw-in. We're still scoreless here at the Cardinal Field. Lawrence Cardinals against the Robbinsville Ravens. Both teams looking to pick up the win. And that call will go against Lawrence. It'll be a free kick for Robbinsville. McLaughlin setting up for the kick. Here's the kick. Headed out by Lawrence. Now Lawrence will play it forward on the near sideline. There's a cross to midfield. Played through. And taken away by Robbinsville. Robbinsville sends the ball out. Wind is picking up here a little bit. We've got storm clouds in the area. Hopefully it'll stay dry long enough for the game. Offsides call will hand the ball over to Lawrence. Robbinsville setting up for the kick. And there it goes. Ball settled by Lawrence. And drop it back. Now working the near sideline. Back out towards midfield. Drop back a little further and now kicked well forward and into the waiting arms of Brett Freed. Freed with a drop kick. Ball settled by Robbinsville. Now Robbinsville working the far side. That'll be out of bounds on Robbinsville. Lawrence ball. There's a throw in by Lawrence. Robbinsville with possession of the ball. Taken away by Lawrence, but recovered by Robbinsville. Now Robbinsville on the attack, working towards the middle of the field. Pass to the near corner. There's the cross. And Lawrence will clear the ball. Settled by Robbinsville. Back to the middle of the field. Now pass over toward the sideline. Give and go is broken up by Lawrence, but recovered by Robbinsville. Pass to midfield, and big shot towards the goal. Robbinsville has a little trouble hanging on to it, but he gets the stop and grabs the ball. Got some mist falling, it's making things slippery out there. Now Robbinsville sends the ball forward. And Lawrence will kick the ball out of bounds. Robbinsville ball. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV, where the Robbinsville Ravens are challenging our Lawrence Cardinals in boys varsity soccer. Skylar Frostrom will be doing the throw in for Robbinsville. There's the throw. That one will go across the end line, and it will be a corner kick for Robbinsville. Nicholas Savoca setting up in the corner for the kick. Here comes the kick. That one goes through everyone and is heading for the sideline. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a Lawrence throw in. That might have been a little too soon for the throw in. We'll reset and try it again. Got substitutions happening on both teams. Lawrence with the throw in. Robbinsville settles the ball, plays it forward. Now back out toward the sideline. That was awful close to the line, but they got away with it. Lawrence takes the ball away. Robbinsville takes it back. Now the ball sent to the near corner, but it goes across the end line. That will be a goal kick for Lawrence. Robbinsville setting up for the kick. Here's a goal kick by Robbinsville. Header by Robbinsville. Robbinsville plays it forward. Lawrence almost had to stop there, but Robbinsville got through. Now across, headed out by Lawrence. Robbinsville recovers. Pass to no one. That's going to go across the end line for another Lawrence goal kick. Chase Robbinsville setting up for the goal kick. Here's a kick by Robbinsville. Headed by Robbinsville. And settled by Robbinsville. There's a pass forward. Now Robbinsville send it. Stopped by Lawrence. Lawrence now looking to try and keep the direction going. They'll have to drop it back to Robbinsville. Robbinsville doesn't even pick it up. He just boots it way up the line. Played forward by Lawrence. And Robbinsville will send it over towards the sideline. Yes, that one did roll across the line. That will be a throw in for Lawrence. Sargent with the throw. Robbinsville gets a piece of it, and they will send it back towards the Lawrence goal. Now dribbling up the middle of the field, there's a kick towards the near sideline. Played back by Robbinsville. Taken away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence marks it back over towards the middle of the field. Robbinsville will get there first. They'll send it over towards the far side of the field where Lawrence gets there first. Robbinsville with possession. Now Robbinsville on the attack. There's a shot, and that one's going to be high and wide. That'll be a goal kick for Lawrence. We're counting down towards 15 minutes remaining in this first half. Lawrence Cardinals and Robbinsville Ravens tied at 0-0. Rotterdam with the kick.
Get in there, Ryan.
Sends it out to midfield.
Put one in the back of the net for us.
Lawrence settles the ball. Pass forward. Robbinsville gets there in time to send it out towards the sideline. Now Robbinsville controlling the ball. They'll move it forward and cross it toward this side of the field.
Go ahead.
Now Robbinsville moving forward. That was a handball. That'll be a free kick for Lawrence, and a very quick one. Now Lawrence will send the ball headed back by Robbinsville. Settled by Lawrence. Lawrence will play it forward on the far side of the field. Now drop it back. Heavy pressure by Robbinsville, turns the ball over. And Robbinsville boots it down the field.
Touch it.
It's settled along the far sideline. Big kick in towards the Lawrence goal. And Rotterdam's going to come out and scoop that one up. Rotterdam rolls it to the far side of the field. Lawrence will play it forward. Pass down the line is picked off by Robbinsville. Now Robbinsville heading on the attack, cleared by Lawrence. And whistle on that play for offsides. It will be Robbinsville ball. Robbinsville with the kick. Loose ball stopped by Lawrence. Lawrence sends it over toward the far sideline. And kicked up the line. No one there. Robbinsville going after the ball. They'll let it roll across the end line for a goal kick. Freed setting up for the goal kick. Here's the kick. And he sends it out towards midfield. Headed up in the air by Lawrence. And forward by Lawrence. Now settled by Lawrence. Over to the sideline. Played forward.
Get in the middle.
Lawrence with a low cross is kicked away by Robbinsville. Robbinsville with a give and go, getting past Lawrence. Stopped by Lawrence. Robbinsville recovers. Taken away again by Lawrence. And Robbinsville kicks it. Lawrence returns the favor. Robbinsville will settle the ball. Robbinsville kicks it in towards the Lawrence goal. Gets past. Oh, wow. That was a very dangerous position there for Lawrence as Rotterdam got beat. But Jacob Abrams was able to cover for Rotterdam and keep the ball out of the net. That will bring up a corner kick for Robbinsville. Nicholas Savoca setting up for the kick. Here's the kick. It's a low kick and easily cleared by Lawrence. Ball shot back down the field. Offsides call. That'll bring up a free kick for Lawrence. Adamski with the kick. Headed by Robbinsville. Lawrence gets a piece of it, sends it down towards the Robbinsville goal, headed the other way by Robbinsville. Now Lawrence recovers. Fancy footwork there. And eventually Robbinsville gets the ball recovered by Lawrence. Kicked forward by Lawrence. And Freed comes out to grab that one. Less than 10 minutes left in the first half, and we're still scoreless here at the Cardinal Field. There's a kick by Freed. Robbinsville settles the ball. They'll play it toward the middle. Players slipping on the wet grass. Wet turf, I should say. This is a turf field, so we don't see the ponding and mud that you would get on a traditional grass field, but it can get awfully slick in the rain. There's a cross from Robbinsville. That one will be kicked out toward the sideline by Lawrence. Bring up a throw-in for Robbinsville. Well, eventually it'll be a throw-in for Robbinsville. Have a couple substitutions going on. Skylar Frostrom with the throw-in. There's a throw. Headed out by Lawrence. And a tripping call against Robbinsville will turn the ball over to Lawrence. Jacob Abrams with the kick. Ball still bouncing loose. Finally, Lawrence gets a hold of it. Can't keep it, though, as Robbinsville comes up with it. And Lawrence comes back with it. Passed over to the far side of the field. Robbinsville gets the ball. Now passing the ball over toward the near side of the field. Pass up the line, kept in bounds. Drop back and play it over towards midfield. Lawrence will kick the ball toward the far sideline and well past it. See it over there on the baseball backstop. Once they find a ball, that will be the throw-in for Robbinsville. Sean Smith with the throw-in. Ball bouncing around in front of the goal. Bounces across. And Lawrence will clear it. That one goes across the sideline for a Robbinsville throw-in. Justin Parisi will be doing the throw-in for Robbinsville. There's the throw. Tipped away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence in control. Lawrence will play it forward. Ball's knocked loose by Robbinsville. And that will be a Lawrence ball. Dylan Adamski will be handling the ball for Lawrence. There's the throw, settled by Lawrence. He'll play it back. And the shot is just a little high. That'll be a goal kick for Robbinsville. Freed setting up for the kick. Here's a kick by Freed. Headed further down the field by Robbinsville. Taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence will play it back. All the way to Rotteville. Rotteville will send it right back over toward the sideline. And the ball goes out of bounds. I believe that'll be a Lawrence ball. Nope. Throw in for Robbinsville. Robbinsville plays the ball forward. Plays broken up by Lawrence. Now Lawrence in possession. Pass to midfield. Now further forward. Ball's kept in bounds by Robbinsville, but Lawrence receives it. That time it wasn't able to be kept in bounds. It'll be a Lawrence throw-in. Sargent with the throw. Headed by Robbinsville. They can't settle it. Lawrence comes up with it. Pass to the far side. Ball will be kicked out towards the sideline, and Lawrence gets a hold of it, but eventually knocked out of bounds by Robbinsville. That was Elvis Gonzalez over there with the throw. This time it'll be Sargent with the throw. Kicked out by Robbinsville. Lawrence couldn't keep it in. That'll be a Robbinsville throw-in. There's a throw by Robbinsville. And out of bounds, Lawrence throw-in. Header by Robbinsville goes out of bounds. Another Lawrence throw-in. Very short throw-in. Now Lawrence in the far corner. That one's kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville. I believe that may be a corner kick for Lawrence. No, it looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Lawrence. Hard to tell from this distance. Now Meisel gets past the defenders. There's a shot. Up in the air it goes. Boy, that was up there a long time too. So that would be a goal kick for Robbinsville. Freed with the kick. Robbinsville settles the ball. Tried to play it forward, but lost control, and now Lawrence with the ball. Lawrence back on the attack. Taken away by Robbinsville. Robbinsville sends it up the middle. Stopped by Lawrence. Now Lawrence is going to try and bring it forward. Couldn't keep it in bounds. That'll be Robbinsville throw-in. Robbinsville with the throw. Ball's taken away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence on the attack and headed in toward the 18, but Freed comes out to pick up the ball. Got about a minute left in this first half. Neither team has been able to find the back of the net. Freed with a drop kick. Sends it across the midfield line. Robbinsville with possession. Play it across to the middle. Now Lawrence takes the ball away. Pass over toward the sideline. Now running up the sideline with the ball. That one's going to go out of bounds. Let's see who the ref gives the ball to. I think that's going to be a Robbinsville throw-in. There's the throw. Headed further back by Robbinsville. Lawrence sends it the other direction. Lawrence comes up with the ball. Pass it down the line towards the corner, but Robbinsville will kick it out of bounds. And there's the horn for the end of the first half of play, as the Lawrence Cardinals have 0 and the Robbinsville Ravens have 0. Stay tuned for more exciting action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So after 40 minutes of play, we still have 0 points on the board. Robbinsville will start the play with possession, and they'll kick the ball over towards the far sideline. Lawrence kicks it the opposite direction. Ball's kept in bounds, but it looks like a turnover. No! Meisel not giving up on that one, and he gets the cross off, but it goes a little high and outside. So it'll be a goal kick for Robbinsville. Freed setting up for the goal kick. Here's a kick by Freed. And a good kick it is. Headed further by Robbinsville, but returned by Lawrence. Robbinsville gets a hold of the ball. Now they'll send it down the far sideline. Lawrence gets there to break up the play. Ball sent towards the sideline, but stopped, and now Lawrence boots it down the field. Ball on the far sideline. Robbinsville intercepts the cross. Played out towards the middle, but Lawrence takes the ball back. Now Gonzalez working the near sideline. Ball's kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville. Sargent will do the throw in for Lawrence. There's the throw. And that was tipped out of bounds. That'll bring up a goal kick for Robbinsville. Freed setting up for the kick. Here's the kick. Headed just a little bit further by Robbinsville, but Lawrence gets a hold of it. Now Adamski sends it down the line. Played off to the middle, and Lawrence will play it into the corner. Gonzalez can't quite get there in time, and Robbinsville will send it out of bounds. That'll be a Lawrence throw in. Sargent with the throw. That was going to roll across the end line for a goal kick. Freed setting up for the kick. And here's the kick. Settled by Robbinsville. They'll play it forward. Over toward the sideline. Drop it back. Now we're a bit towards the middle and back out again. Robbinsville cross it to the other side of the field and send it down the sideline. Lawrence comes up with the ball. And that'll be a tripping call on Robbinsville. Lawrence will get a free kick. David Majcut taking the kick for Lawrence. And he sends that ball well down the field. It's headed a little bit further, but Freed comes out and grabs it. Freed with a drop kick. Headed the other direction by Lawrence. Settled by Robbinsville. Taken away by Lawrence. Now taken back by Robbinsville. Robbinsville sends it up the sideline. Lawrence will play it back to Rotteville. Rotteville does a first touch on it. Kicks it out towards the sideline. Headed out by Robbinsville. That'll be a Lawrence throw-in. There's the throw by Lawrence. Headed back by Robbinsville. Headed forward by Lawrence. Headed back by Robbinsville. Headed this direction by Robbinsville. And headed towards the goal by Lawrence. Now kicked the other direction by Robbinsville. Lawrence settles the ball. Can't keep it in bounds. That'll be a throw in for Robbinsville. There's the throw. Kicked away by Lawrence. Settled by Robbinsville. Taken away by Lawrence. Kicked out by Lawrence. That'll be a Robbinsville throw in. There's the throw. And Robbinsville pops it over towards the goal. Now sends it into the 18, shot on goal. Oh, and a Robbinsville player ends up in the goal without the ball. That was Ryan Jacobs, who thought he had an opportunity to get one in the net there. Just didn't quite make it happen. So to bring up a goal kick for Rotteville. There's the kick. Lawrence comes up with it. Kicked away by Robbinsville. Lawrence settles it. Errant pass is picked off by Robbinsville. Taken back by Lawrence. Kick to Robbinsville. Robbinsville send it up the line. Lawrence returns it. Now Robbinsville with possession. And cross over to this side of the field. Robbinsville plays it forward. Lawrence comes up with it. Now Lawrence will play it off to the far side of the field. And forward, but no one there. Freed came out to make sure that no one got to it, but let it roll out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick for Robbinsville. Starting to rain a little bit harder here, and very cool temperatures after that Indian summer we'd been going through. Has to be a bit of a challenge for the players. Now Lawrence with the ball. Slide tackle, takes it away. Robbinsville sends the ball over towards the near side of the field. Play it over towards the line. And back over. They'll drop it back. Big cross. And that one's headed out towards the line. That'll be kicked out of bounds by Lawrence for a Robbinsville throw-in. There's the throw. Kicked out of bounds by Lawrence. Robbinsville will try it again. Yeah, they'll change who's doing the throwing duties over there. That'll be Sean Smith doing the throw-in. He's backing up quite a bit, taking a run at the sideline, and there's the throw-in. Headed towards the goal, and cleared by Lawrence. Header going back towards the goal. Now sent back into the 18, but that's going across the end line for a goal kick. Robbinsville setting up for the kick. Here's the kick. And that's going to go across the sideline for a Robbinsville throw-in. There's a throw by Robbinsville. Headed away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence sends the ball up the field. Further up the field, and is kicked over the end line by Robbinsville. That will bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Samuel Bose setting up for the corner kick. Doesn't waste any time with it. Here comes the ball. And Freed leaps in the air to grab that before anyone can get a head on it. He'll throw it out. Quite a throw, in fact. Unable to keep it in bounds. It'll be a Lawrenceville throw-in. Robbinsville settles the ball. Taken away by Lawrence. And Freed comes up with the ball. There's a kick by Freed. Kicked out of bounds by Lawrence. It'll be a Robbinsville throw-in. There's a throw. And that'll be a tripping call against Lawrence. Robbinsville will get a free kick. Matthias McLaughlin setting up for the kick. We also see Skylar Frostrom over there. But McLaughlin skips it, and Skylar gets the kick. Free kick for Lawrence, taken very quickly by Robbinsville. Now I've got Zumigraj bringing the ball out. Robbinsville kicks it over towards the sideline, and that will go out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in. Sargent will do the throwing duties for Lawrence. Cross towards the goal, and Freed is there to fall on it. Freed with a drop kick. Now Robbinsville on the attack. Send the ball into the far corner. Taken away by Lawrence, but that will drift across the end line, the sideline for a Robbinsville throw-in. Sean Smith will be doing the throwing duties. And once again, taking a big long run towards the sideline for a long throw. Headed out by Lawrence and cleared. Robbinsville settles the ball down. And a big kick the other direction by Robbinsville. Lawrence able to clear the ball and settle the ball. Now over toward the far sideline. Lawrence will play the ball forward, and Freed will come out and scoop it up. Drop kick by Freed. Robbinsville comes up with the ball. Deflected by Lawrence. Now Lawrence has the ball. Send it forward. That was kicked over the end line by Robbinsville. That will be another corner kick for Lawrence. Samuel Bose setting up for the kick. Here's the kick by Bose. That one goes through everyone and is going to roll toward the end line, but Robbinsville stops it, and they're now bringing it up the far sideline. Kick it across the sideline. That'll be a throw-in for Lawrence. 25 minutes left in this game. Your Lawrence Cardinals taking on the Robbinsville Ravens here at home in cold, wet conditions in boys varsity soccer. Lawrence with the throw-in. Header's going to go across the end line and bring up another corner kick for Lawrence. Scoring opportunities keep presenting themselves. One of these is going to go in. Bose with the kick. It's a short kick. Tried a tricky play, kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville for another Lawrence corner kick. Bose looks like he's going to drill it this time. And there it goes. Freed leaps in the air and grabs that one again. Good throw by Freed to put it out in front of Robbinsville, streaking down the far side of the field. Kicked out of bounds by Lawrence. That'll bring up a throw-in for Robbinsville. Robbinsville with the throw. Lawrence clears the ball. Headed back and forth. Now Robbinsville with the ball. They'll play it forward. Cross. And way down towards the corner. Shot on goal. Oh, that's not the first time that Robbinsville has been unable to hang on to the ball today, probably because of the wet conditions. Play is stopped, but it's going to set up a corner kick for Robbinsville. Ryan Jacobs for Robbinsville setting up for the corner kick. Here's the kick. And that one's going to go in. It's a goal as Colin Astomborski puts it away for Robbinsville to break this 0-0 tie that has plagued us all game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So the Robbinsville Ravens now with a 1-0 lead against the Lawrence Cardinals here at Cardinal Field. Cardinals send the ball deep. Sent back out by Robbinsville. Robbinsville plays the ball forward. Now across to the middle. And they'll send it forward. Lawrence clears the ball. Headed back in towards the goal by Robbinsville. Tipped away by Lawrence, recovered by Robbinsville. Robbinsville sends it in towards the 18, but Lawrence takes it away. Robbinsville recovers the ball. But can't keep it as Lawrence gets a hold of it. Now Lawrence can't keep it. Robbinsville comes up with the ball. Cross is deflected by Lawrence. Lawrence plays the ball on the far sideline. Now they'll send it further up the field, but that's going to roll across the sideline for a Robbinsville throw-in. Robbinsville with the throw in. That one's kicked out of bounds by Lawrence. It'll be another Robbinsville throw in. Here's the throw. Didn't go very far. Wet ball slipped in his hands. Lawrence comes up with the ball. Passes in. Oh, and Freed has to really come sliding out there to grab onto that one, as Lawrence was hustling in there for a goal of their own. Freed with the drop kick. Now Robbinsville plays the ball up towards the middle. Taken away by Lawrence. Ball's cleared by Robbinsville. Recovered by Lawrence. Lawrence working the ball over toward the far side of the field. Now played up the line. And across. Shot. Oh, popped up in the air. Missed opportunity for Lawrence. Still in scoring position though. And that shot goes just wide. Freed dives for it and comes up empty. That'll bring up a goal kick for Robbinsville. Freed setting up for the kick. Here's the kick. Lawrence settles the ball. Now drop it back. Shot is returned. Now Lawrence takes the ball away. Shot on goal, and Freed makes the stop. Lawrence gets the ball and shoots it right back in there a second time. Zamigraj really making Freed stay on his toes. Now Freed kicks the ball out. Ball settled by Robbinsville. Now pass it forward, tipped away by Lawrence. Lawrence on the end line, sends it in towards the middle where it's stopped by Robbinsville. Robbinsville working it over towards the middle. And Lawrence gets the ball. Rain really coming down now, making it very difficult for the players to maintain their footing. Now Lawrence gets a hold of the ball and sends it across the sideline for a Robbinsville throw-in. Kenneth Lim will be taking the throw-in for Robbinsville. Here's the throw. Tipped away by Lawrence. And Lawrence will send the ball over towards the far side of the field. Gets past the intended receiver, and that will be out of bounds on Lawrence for a Robbinsville throw-in. There's a throw. And ball sent the other direction by Lawrence. Robbinsville tried to play it forward, tipped away by Lawrence. Now they get the clear off. Ball played towards the midfield. Pass forward. And right up the middle goes Robbinsville. Shot on goal, easily handled by Robbinsville. There's a drop kick by Robbinsville. Robbinsville comes up with the ball. Send it over to the far sideline. Play it up the line. Ball gets away and Lawrence gets a hold of it. Lawrence sends the ball up the middle. And still maintaining command there. Shot is deflected. That was going to roll out of bounds, but it'll bring up another corner kick for Lawrence. That was Ola Ujanika with the shot on goal. Bose coming over to the corner to take the kick. Here's the kick. And in it goes. Lawrence has tied the game up with a score by Samuel Bose. Bose was able to bounce the ball off one of the defenders and into the net.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
So with under 15 minutes of play left, we're all tied up again here at Cardinal Field. Your Lawrence Cardinals and the Robbinsville Ravens with one apiece. Robbinsville now with possession of the ball. Tried to send it in, but headed back out by Robbinsville. Lawrence will tip the ball away, heading over towards the sideline. That'll go out of bounds for a Robbinsville throw-in. Robbinsville with the throw. Kicked back out toward the sidelines, headed in the air, headed further toward the 18. Now played on the ground. Lawrence is going to come away with the ball. Now kick up the near sideline by Lawrence. And that call's going to go against Lawrence. It'll be a free kick for Robbinsville. Starting to get a little dark out here as well as we count down towards the final moments of the game. Big kick by Robbinsville. Headed back out by Lawrence. Robbinsville tries to return it. Can't. Kick by Lawrence. Bounces off of Robbinsville and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Lawrence. Matt Sargent will be doing the throw-in for Lawrence. There's the throw. And good job by Ujanika to get that cross off. Now Lawrence with the ball on the far side of the field. Play it forward. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Robbinsville. So Lawrence will get a throw in. Here's a throw by Lawrence. Right back out, and now kicked across by Lawrence. Freed comes out and grabs that one. Freed with the kick. Stopped by Lawrence. Shot is high. Almost caught Robbinsville sleeping on that one, but no goal. That'll bring up a goal kick for Robbinsville. Here's a kick by Robbinsville. That was actually by Sean Smith instead of Brett Freed. Freed's been doing most of the kicks himself, but this time electing to let Smith do it. Ball's played forward by Robbinsville. well forward as Robbinsville now in scoring area. Lawrence will clear the ball. Robbinsville recovers it across the midfield. Now sent down the middle, and Chase Roddeville will come out of the goal and grab that one. Drop kick by Roddeville. Lawrence with the header, settled it down. Ball's kicked out towards the sideline and out of bounds. That'll be a Lawrence throw-in. Matt Sargent going to handle the throw-in. There's the throw. Kicked back toward the sideline, and it'll be another throw-in for Lawrence. Jermaine Meisel taking the throw. Well, changed his mind. It'll be Sargent. There's a throw by Sargent. Headed over towards the goal by Lawrence. Now cleared by Robbinsville. Lawrence tried to play the ball, but taken away by Robbinsville. Robbinsville towards the center. Stopped by Lawrence. Robbinsville recovers and drops it back. Now played forward toward the far sideline. Back again. And forward. Shot towards the goal by Robbinsville. That's going to be kicked over towards the sideline by Lawrence. And that'll be out on Lawrence for a Robbinsville throw-in.
That makes no sense, Ref.
Kenneth Lim waiting to do the throw-in as we have mass substitutions there for Robbinsville. So now Lim with the throw. Robbinsville moving the ball towards the middle of the field, back over. Now the ball is cleared by Lawrence. Robbinsville settles it. Over towards the near sideline, back in towards the middle. Over towards the corner. Now the ball is crossed. Played over towards the middle, taken away by Lawrence. Recovered by Robbinsville. Stopped by Lawrence. And that was going to head over towards the sidelines again. Kept in by Robbinsville. Cleared by Lawrence. Lawrence sends the ball well down the field. A little too far. Brett Freed's going to come up with it. Freed with the drop kick. Robbinsville comes up with the ball. Chip towards middle. Lawrence gets it out. Robbinsville settles it. That was shot down into the 18. Lawrence tries to clear it, but it ricochets off of Robbinsville. The ball's still there. Lawrence tries to play it out. Robbinsville gets it. Now Robbinsville recovers after Lawrence took it away for a moment. Shot on goal, and an easy stop for Chase Roddeville. Roddeville rolls it out. Now Lawrence working the far side of the field. Kick up the line is rejected by Robbinsville. Robbinsville on the attack. Ball's kicked over toward the sideline. Lawrence in possession. Now sending the ball down the field. Tipped away by Robbinsville. That will be a Lawrence throw-in. Quick substitutions there as we see Elvis Gonzalez coming back into the game. There's a throw by Lawrence. Taken away by Robbinsville. Played over toward the near sideline. Drop back. Drop back further. Now up the middle. Taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence will send it over to the far side of the field. That will go out of bounds on Robbinsville for a Lawrence throw-in. Lawrence with the throw. Header towards the goal, and that was grabbed by Freed. Freed sends it out. And Robbinsville now crosses the midfield line. Lawrence returns the ball. Now Lawrence on the move. Shot towards goal is rejected. Ball taken away by Robbinsville. Robbinsville plays it over to this side of the field. Now shot down the sideline. And no one's going to get there in time to stop that one. Over the end line for a goal kick. Robbinsville setting up for the kick. There's the kick. Robbinsville tried to settle the ball, couldn't quite hang on to it, and Lawrence is going to come away with it. Tipped out of bounds by Robbinsville, still Lawrence ball. Now Lawrence working the near sideline. Meisel working his best to try and get through all the defense. Robbinsville in possession now. They'll drop it back and play it forward on the far side of the field. That was going to roll out of bounds for a Lawrence throw-in. There's the throw. Headed further up the field. Stopped by Robbinsville. Now Robbinsville sends it up the middle. Played over toward the near sideline. Forward. And Lawrence clears the ball, stopped by Robbinsville. Lawrence will clear it again. This time it goes a lot further. And that's going to be an offside call against Lawrence for a Robbinsville free kick. Less than 3 minutes left in this game, and we're all tied up 1-1 at the Cardinal Field. Robbinsville with the free kick. Headers all around. And Robbinsville settles the ball. Robbinsville will drop it back. Now pass up the line is intercepted by Lawrence, and Lawrence working the sideline. Robbinsville plays it forward. Now working up the middle. Robbinsville will pass it over to the far side. Pass forward is stopped by Lawrence. And Lawrence managed to get through. Kick forward on the field. That was kicked out of bounds by Lawrence for a Robbinsville throw-in. Be a Lawrence ball. I believe that's Matchcut over there trying to set up for the kick. Here's the kick, and it's a big one. That was going to be headed across the end line by Robbinsville, setting up a corner kick with less than a minute to play in this game. Lawrence has an opportunity to score again. Samuel Bowes doing the kicking duties. Here's the kick. And Freed couldn't hang on to that one, but it's cleared by Robbinsville. Lawrence sends it back in, and there's Freed to grab it. Here's a kick by Freed. Settled by Robbinsville, taken away by Lawrence. Recovered by Robbinsville, now taken away by Lawrence. Header goes forward, but right into Robbinsville. Kick by Robbinsville. And there's the horn for the end of the game. Both teams had agreed before the start of this game that if it ended in a tie, they would not go to overtime due to the cold and wet weather conditions. So our game ends with a tie. Lawrence won, Robbinsville won. Thank you for tuning in to watch this exciting action, and remember to tune in again next time for more exciting action on the Cardinal Sports Network.